number 9 asks you to explain what pH means and to identify some acids and bases. I'm just going to tackle this by talking about what pH means, and then I'm going to show you a chart with some acids and bases and explain what's going on. Alright, this is a slide that I showed you in class, and the pH scale actually stands for potential hydrogen, which is really kind of strange, I know. But the reason is because the pH scale is just looking at how many hydrogen ions or hydroxide ions are present or are able to be given off by a specific solution. So if we look at this, there's a mathematical calculation to figure out exactly what the pH of a solution is. And the lower the number, the greater the H plus ions. The reason is because it's calculated like this. If something has a pH of 6, it means that it has 1 times 10 to the negative 6th power of hydrogen ions. Well, this number, 1 times 10 to the negative 6th, is much larger than 1 times 10 to the negative 8th. Therefore, the lower the number, the greater the number of hydrogen ions. So something with a pH of 1 has the greatest amount of hydrogen ions. Something with a pH of 14 has the least amount of hydrogen ions. Let's take a look at a scale. Alright, if we look at this scale, everything from this point up is an acid. The further up we go, the stronger the acid. This red and blue shade is showing us the concentration of hydrogen ions compared to what we call hydroxide ions. Okay, those are called hydroxide ions, and these are called hydrogen ions. Alright, so the greater the concentration of hydrogen ions, the lower the number. 0 for hydrochloric acid, 1 for stomach acid, 2 for lemon juice. So as we go from 0 to 1, it's a difference of a power of 10. And as we go from 1 to 2, it's a difference of another power to 10. So the difference from 0 to 2 is actually 100 times more concentrated. From 0 to 3 is 1,000 times difference. So basically what that means is that vinegar has only 1/1000th of the hydrogen ions that hydrochloric acid has. So there's an inverse relationship. As the hydrogen ions go up, the hydroxide ions go down. These are called acids, 0 up to 6.9, and everything from 7.1 up to 14 is called a base. Bases have more hydroxide ions than they do hydrogen ions. Acids have more hydrogen ions than they do hydroxide ions. If something has a pH of 7, that means it has the exact same number of hydroxide ions as it does hydrogen ions. And this, my friends, makes it